one way.
What?
You want it to be one way.
Man, I don't
You want
know
it to
what
be one
Man,
way.
stop. Stop saying that.
But it's the other way.
Well, Saudi Arabia is back at it again. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, same card, not fighting each other. Not shocked. Deontay Wilder had a lackluster performance, to say the least. Who are they going to be fighting? Well, word is Anthony Joshua has a signed deal to fight Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou? Why not? Sounds like a big money fight. Deontay Wilder is still in the midst of negotiations, potentially trying to coordinate a fight with Zhang. That right there has a bronze bomber bit off more than he can chew, or is this just what he needs to reignite his career? Well, a lot to unpack, but at this point, you know what we're going to do. It's your boy Claymore Rain. This is the ATP Combat Media Show. Let's go! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. What up, my people? What's going on? It's your boy Claymore Rain. This is the ATP Combat Media Show. Welcome one. Welcome all. And if this is your first time on this platform, I encourage you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the bell icon so you can get all alerts when I'm dropping this content. Let's get it. So, Saudi Arabia back at it again, showing and proving that they're going to try to make the biggest fights. They're trying to show the world something, you guys. I keep telling you, this new year, watch out for Saudi Arabia. Those guys are up to something, and especially in the heavyweight division. Well, we got a card that they're working on for early March. Anthony Joshua signs a deal with Francis Ngannou. Who would have seen that coming? Some people might say, I saw it coming. No, I didn't really see this one coming, to be honest with you. Thought that Anthony Joshua would probably head into a title fight with Filip Hrgovic, or maybe even challenging the winner in between Usyk and Tyson Fury. Maybe he still is working on that, but you know, Francis Ngannou was a fight that that Eddie Hearns was, you know, he put out there that he would be interested in putting it together, being that he saw how much attention Francis Ngannou got, how much money probably that Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, put some respect on his name, was putting out there. So it doesn't shock me completely. What kind of fight is it going to be? Well, listen, I'll tell you what, man. Francis Ngannou will make a liar or make you a truth seeker out of you. He'll either make you an honest man out of you or make you out a liar, right? So it's a good fight, in my opinion. I'm actually interested in seeing it because there were a lot of questions out there seeing the way Francis Ngannou performed against Tyson Fury. And even though that, you know, everybody has their opinions on it as far as Tyson Fury not probably taking the fight seriously, not working out or conditioning himself in a way to win a fight like that. Whatever. At the end of the day, the fight happened. Francis Ngannou looked great, put Tyson Fury on his behind, and a lot of people walked away from that fight feeling like Francis Ngannou won the fight. So a fight right now with Anthony Joshua, we can see what's going to happen and get a better gauge on what's going on with Francis Ngannou, and it gives Anthony Joshua an opportunity to get some ring time. And as he's knocking down rounds and as he's getting more experience and getting more acclimated to his coaching in his new style, or you know, a revert to his old style of boxing, getting back to his fundamentals, this can only help him. Now, question is, who's going to be in his corner for this fight? Being that this fight is going to be in Saudi Arabia again, will he be bringing out Ben Davison on this fight, or will he be bringing back Derek James to come back for this fight? I personally think he'd probably be better off with Ben Davison. I think Ben Davison and him seem to be more comfortable and have more of a organic relationship. I think it's easier for him as well to access Ben Davison, being that this fight is overseas in Saudi Arabia. Him coming to the States to train with Derek James in Texas might be a little more inconvenient than it's worth. I don't know. We will see. I'm sure it'll come out in the days to come as the dates become more solid and the training camp start. We'll see who Anthony Joshua is dealing with. And on the same note, who's Francis Ngannou dealing with? Is he bringing back the team of Mike Tyson and Dewey Cooper and all those guys to get him ready? Probably. I mean, I'm not sure how involved Mike Tyson's going to be on this camp. From what I understand, Dewey Cooper was the main coach and Tyson was just coming in kind of advising and helping, a couple of days of training, but not the whole camp per se, right? But I know Francis Ngannou is going to come back understanding that, the pressure's on him. I'm sure he's humble enough to understand that it was quite possible and reasonable to say that Tyson Fury wasn't 100% ready the way he should have been ready for that fight. So I'm sure Francis Ngannou, it hasn't gone to his head that he's some sort of elite boxer. He's probably training just as hard or even harder now, understanding that the stakes have been raised with an Anthony Joshua. So we'll see how that turns out. Me personally, I think it's going to be a great fight. Who's going to win? I have to lean towards Anthony Joshua. He brings that experience and that pedigree to the table. But, last time we were leaning towards Tyson Fury and we saw how that one went. So we'll see. On that same card, supposedly they're working on potentially putting a fight together between Deontay Wilder and ZHILIE Zhang. Now listen, Deontay Wilder came off on a lackluster, to say the least, performance against Joseph Parker. Did not even win a round. Boxing wise, was not up to speed where he needs to be as far as being a boxer. A lot of people, including myself, are saying in our opinions that Deontay Wilder needs to go back to his old ways, being a puncher, being more accurate and straight with his jab, and coming with that right and letting his hands go to find victory. ZHILIE Zhang brings physical attributes like Tyson Fury, but he's probably not as good as a boxer, more than likely not good as a boxer as Tyson Fury, but he knocks out people. In his last couple fights, in his last two fights, which was a fight with JOYCE and a rematch with JOYCE, he was able to stop him twice. And JOYCE really, although his hands is kind of slow, he's a great heavyweight boxer, was really a contender, and everybody thought that he'd be making more noise in the division until those stoppages came from ZHILIE Zhang. ZHILIE Zhang's a little bit older and he's kind of like coming to into his own a little later in his career than you would say like his younger counterparts, but effective. Heavy puncher, big guy, a lot of experience he brings to the ring. A win for Deontay Wilder with a fight like this, it would definitely do a lot towards the redemption part of his career and probably get him right back into the conversation of fighting the Anthony Joshuas, the Tyson Furies, Alexander Usyks, and the top echelon of heavyweights. It would be a great fight. Now, personally, I think this is a big deal. One thing I said before was, although Deontay Wilder showed a lackluster performance, and he had a lot of things that I think he needs to improve on, where he is in his career doesn't really give him the space to do that. He's a big boxer as far as star quality is concerned. He has 40 plus fights, 40 plus knockouts on his resume. So at the end of the day, he doesn't get the opportunity or the benefit of the doubt to go and fight a bottom 10, 15, top 15 ranked fighter. He has to go straight to the top, right? He has to go straight to the top, and he has to challenge a champion. So this is a lot. This is a big, a lot to chew off for him. And I do question, if his mentality isn't right, if he doesn't come in this fight with the right mentality and motivated in the right way for this fight, I could see this really being an early ending fight, inside the first 3 to 5 rounds, and, potential devastating knockout. ZHILIE Zhang punches with bad intentions. Although Deontay does the same thing, he's still facing a more experienced boxer, in my opinion, with a way more decorated resume than himself. So if he does sign this, a lot of people are saying they don't see him signing for a match like this. I don't know where I'm at as far as him. Do I think he should or shouldn't? Listen, him and his team can gauge where he should or should not be. I'll be there to watch it. I'm interested in seeing him fight. It's definitely, I want to see him fight against the best, and that's one of the best right now. So we'll see how that turns out. You guys let me know what you think. Is this the fight that Deontay Wilder should be taking right now, or should he pass on that fight and potentially entertain some other fights? I personally thought he'd probably aim more towards an Andy Ruiz or Danny Dubois, more in that direction. But he's going straight to the top of the heap if he goes with Zhang. I'll give him, give him a lot of respect for even entertaining doing a fight like this. But we'll see how it turns out. You guys let me know what you think of that. What you think about the Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. The heavyweight division seems to be getting spicy. Saudi Arabia seems to be keeping it spicy. They're pushing for the biggest fights. They're paying out the most money, so we're probably going to get the biggest fights in the heavyweight division. Let me know what you think. But at this point, it's your boy, Claymore Rain, ATP Combat Media. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you can get all the alerts. We out.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight.